Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Everyone, you may be seated. Good afternoon, and thank you all for being here today for the ribbon cutting for the City of Madeira Beach's Military Court of Honor. I am Clint Bell, Fire Chief for the Madeira Beach Fire Department. Today, we will honor those that have served and sacrificed in our various branches of the military, appropriately located in Patriot Park, along with our 9/11 memorial. The Military Court of Honor is yet another way to pay homage to those that have dedicated their lives to service. I'd like to welcome our first speaker to the podium, the Mayor of Madeira Beach, Anne Marie Brooks.
Welcome, everyone, and thank you all for being here. Today, we dedicate our Military Court of Honor, a place that reflects the courage and sacrifice of those who served. I want to offer a heartfelt thank you to Nancy Hodges and John Hendricks, whose vision and dedication brought this project to life. Also, Pushko Bay with Northside Engineering and the American Legion for their generous support. I am so incredibly proud every day to be an American, and I never take for granted the men and women who gave everything and those who were willing to. On behalf of Madeira Beach, we honor you today and always. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Brooks. Thank you for the support you provide to the Madeira Beach Fire Department. It's greatly appreciated. Next speaker is a big advocate for our small city from the Florida House of Representatives, State Representative Linda Cheney.
Good afternoon, everyone. Very often I speak off the cuff, but today is too important for that, so I did prepare some remarks. And as we gather today, the entire community, the nation, and grateful citizens thank our veterans, honor our veterans, and it's why we're gathered here today. And on this day, remember not only the sacrifices of those who wore the uniform, but also their families, who stood beside them through times of challenge, diversity. Veterans Day is a solemn reminder of the courage, dedication, and selflessness displayed by our service members. My father was a B-47 co-pilot, and the mission that he trained for was basically a one-way mission. He was to bomb a Russian naval base, and he had enough fuel, the crew had enough fuel to get over there and probably halfway back. And hopefully they would have a makeshift runway in Canada where they could land and then wait for a rescue. That kind of courage and commitment to service is something that we can all learn from. Unfortunately, my father's mission never was deployed, which is why I'm here today. But I did learn from his courage, his commitment, his dedication, his integrity, which I see in all of our veterans, those who serve in the House, the Senate with us, and those who are our friends and neighbors. American veterans like my father have answered the call to defend freedom and protect our way of life. Let's not forget the freedoms we enjoy. Freedom of speech, freedom to assemble, and freedom to pursue our dreams. They have been safeguarded by the bravery of those who stood in harm's way, and the flag that we salute that flies high is because of their dedication. Our nation's history is written in the stories of ordinary people who've done extraordinary things in their service to our country. But honoring veterans should not just be for today, for ceremonies and for speeches, but for every day, ensuring that our gratitude is reflected in our actions. Since I've been in the House, I have secured appropriations for veterans, mental health services, health care, and job skill training for them and their families. And my favorite one is the Canine Partners for Patriots, where dogs are paired with veterans, and the veterans train their own dog to meet their needs. And this is a great program made even better because the dogs are rescues. Veterans, you can count on me to continue to have your back and to advocate for you and for your needs in Tallahassee. And I invite all of us to commit to support our veterans as they transition back into civilian life or just live out their lives as civilians, providing them with opportunities, care, and respect. Let us listen to their stories, learn from their experiences, and show them that their sacrifice will never be forgotten. And to all the veterans gathered here today, thank you. Thank you for your service, your valor, your love of country. Your example inspires us to be better citizens and reminds us of the true meaning of duty, honor, and sacrifice. May we always remember, may we always honor, and may we always strive to live to the ideas which you serve. God bless our veterans, the great state of Florida. God bless the United States of America.
Thank you, Representative Cheney, and I know you have a lot of work here for your re-election campaign. Next, I'd like to introduce another huge advocate for Madeira Beach, and that is Senator Nick DeSigny.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Typically, as a state senator, I speak in front or before Representative Linda Cheney, and usually she says ditto. And so today, I'm also going to say ditto. I echo Linda Cheney's remarks here today. At the end of the day, this is a day for all of us to say thank you. Thank you for the veterans that served before us. Thank you for the veterans that are serving us today. And thank you for the veterans that will serve in the future. Because of your service, we're here and we enjoy the greatest country in the world and liberties and freedoms that we all enjoy. I'm proud to say in the Florida legislature, we average about $200 to $250 million allocated towards our veterans here in the state of Florida. That means that we are committed to rolling out the red carpet for our veterans, whether that's them entering civilian life, whether that's dealing with their mental health issues like the representative said, or even the folks who are in retirement. We want to be very welcoming for all of our veterans here in the great state of Florida. I believe the state of Florida is the most friendly vet state in the entire country, and we want to make sure that we keep it that way. So Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for your service, and thank you for all that you've done for our community and our great, great United States of America. Thanks so much for having me today. God bless.
Thank you, Senator. I'm sure you have the same amount of support. This project was championed by former Mayor John Hendricks, former Commissioner Nancy Hodges, Pam Rasmussen, and engineered by current Commissioner Hoosh Wahi. Public Works Director Megan Wepfer took their vision and created what you see before you today. Dedication from everyone involved to present this tribute for residents and visitors to honor our military branches and veterans shows the commitment this community has to supporting our military. Whether you served in the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine Corps, Coast Guard, or Space Coast, you will always be remembered at this memorial. And we will all get the opportunity to see how those that served before us had an influence on many of us today. When I call your name, please go to your assigned military branch and raise your flag. For the Army, Private First Class Infantry, District 3 Commissioner Eddie McGeehan. Marine Corps, current Madeira Beach Fire Department firefighter paramedic and former corporal Flores Service. Current Madeira Beach Fire Department lieutenant paramedic and former sergeant Michael Wazalewski. Navy. Myself on behalf of my father, Chief Petty Officer Robert G. Belt. Air Force, firefighter paramedic Nick Lucas. Space Force, firefighter paramedic Mario Barbara. Coast Guard, John Mordelite, on behalf of his father, Petty Officer Second Class John T. Mordelite, and Lieutenant Paramedic John Sleppy.